Good morning, Cancer. So, I didn't get any channeled messages through for you really overnight. I got very, very little, but I did get a name. And now I don't know if this is someone's name who's watching, if it's someone you know, someone you're going to meet, or if it's like, I don't know. The first name was Katie. So that might be significant to you if you know someone who's called Katie. And then I feel like the second name was Morag. Katie Morag. So if I've just said your name, hi, surprise, I channeled your name. But maybe you might know about someone by that name. It might be familiar to you. Yeah, Katie Morag. So I don't know anyone by that name, so I don't know what that is. And then all morning I've had the song Infatuation by Christina Aguilera in my head. I was sort of thinking, oh, I've not had any songs through for Cancer. And then that song just played like loudly in my head all morning as I was preparing for the reading. Now you did get a Christina Aguilera song through last week, so I wonder if someone particularly likes Christina Aguilera, or yeah, I don't know, maybe someone's been listening to her recently. But the line, specifically what it was trying to give me, was the line, what did she say? Let me just think of the song for a second. And my heart beats oh so strong. Because as I was thinking about that line, I was also watching the last video where I was talking about the heart chakra, and somebody needing to open up the heart chakra. So do go back and watch that if that is resonating for you and you haven't seen that video already. Yeah, so I feel like this someone really needs to work on opening the heart chakra. Cancerians are quite a crabby energy. They've got that hard outer shell to protect them, but it's like encouraging you to open up to trust a little bit, I feel, or to learn how to open up and trust. Now, what else did I want to say? There's been some crows around this morning, which I normally take as quite a good sign that we're going to get a lot of good messages, and a few pigeons as well who've been cooing. So I like the cooing. It's like it's not a nice sort of romantic sound, isn't it? Birds cooing. So yeah, taking those both as good signs. I wanted to say something else. As I was channeling into the energies just before I started the reading, and I sometimes see these like cogs moving. It's like this, right? Like cogs realigning, and I take this to mean that the universe is at play and they're realigning things in your life. They're like moving things around, like switching out different cogs in the machine to kind of get things working. So I feel like the universe is on your side. But what I saw, which was quite unusual, was instead of like them rotating like this, they sort of started like going like rotating into each other, like they were mirroring, like I had two machines mirroring each other. So I think that you and someone else are realigning. And as I was sort of working out what this meant, they showed me those games, it's like loads of cogs. It's like a children's game. You sometimes see them on like playgrounds. So it's like cogs, and then there's like a marble, and you have to get you have to turn the cogs to move the marbles and get the marble through this like cog maze. But it was one of those, but there was two marbles. So it's like the universe is trying to bring you and someone else together for some reason. I don't know why. I just wanted to mention as well, if there's anyone here who watched Gemini's reading yesterday, as I was putting the cards away, sometimes, I mean, this happens quite often where as I'm putting the cards away, a few cards will jump out, and it's just a few things that, like, the cards want me to know. But I ended up doing a full spread with this pack here. It was like that pack really wanted to talk. It was like all major arcana. I don't know how many cards ended up on the floor, but more than half a major arcana, and it was a lot of the big ones, right? And I was looking at this spread, and I was feeling very, very faint and dizzy. It was like every time I looked at the devil card was right here in the middle as well. Every time I looked at that card, I started to faint. So I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what that was, but I feel like it was connected to that Gemini reading about, like, because Gemini is kind of like the good and the bad, and I had like the devil card and the King of Cups was next to it, and the Hierophant card was here, and it was really like this. There was a lot of yin yang energy, a lot of like both sides of the universe coming into play, and yeah, I was just don't know what's going on with Geminis at the moment, but if you watch that reading, then you've got Gemini placements in your chart. Woo, what you guys are up to, I don't know. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so because I didn't get very much through for you in the way of channel messages, I did go to my fallback space, which is Spotify, randomised and asked for a song for you. Now, what was already playing was Switch by Will Smith. And the song that it actually shuffled to was Mama Ain't Raised No Bitch by Tayla Parx. I said that very posh for that song. I love that song. So yeah, definitely go and check those out. There may be extra messages in there for you. Between those two songs, it played 2 adverts for me. Now, 3 adverts, actually, I think it was. Now, the first one was an advert for Billie Eilish's new song, My Future. So do go and check that out as well. There was a car advert, specifically Nissan. So somebody you know may drive a Nissan. That might be a signifier for you. And then there's something about COVID, but I saw football and yoga. So somebody may like doing football, be interested in supporting football teams. Someone might really like doing yoga. And I think it was an NHS advert as well. So someone may work for the NHS if you're in the UK. Right, I think that is all the introduction messages I have for you. So let's get to your reading today. Now, there's definitely a bit of bossy energy in the air. I haven't been using this deck this week, but I sort of picked it up without even thinking about it, and after setting up all my cards, I sort of realised I had it, and I was like, well, why have I picked that up? But I figured I was supposed to use it. So let's get a card for you from the Wild Unknown Animal deck. Can I get an energy for Cancer, please? Oh, there we go. Starfish. Ooh, someone might be in the spotlight with the starfish. There may be people watching you. Yeah, what I'm getting from this is kind of like, I'm getting job, probably. It doesn't have to be job. So you've been working really hard. You've been quite successful. You're kind of getting a bit of recognition for something that you do. Could be work, could be just something that you do is bringing you a bit of attention. And then there's these kind of older energies. So the dragons are very old, very wise energy who's watching you, who is... could be a Leo because the lion card's underneath there. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, so it's like you've probably been busy in a way. You had the B card last week, like working hard, doing your own thing. Sort of nose to the grindstone popped into my head. And yeah, but people are noticing, people who are senior. It's definitely an older energy, an older, more senior energy. Yeah, watching you, noticing the work that you're doing. Okay, so let's get some more, please, for what's going on for Cancer right now. Oh, that's too many. I'm going to take the one that came out upright. The creator. Yeah, so maybe you're in a creative industry. There's something that you're doing. There's also, I'll just show you what we had. The temple, the storm, the sword. But I'm only taking that one that came out upright. So let me just check. The riddle just flipped and went back in. Okay, yeah, we have got another one. The river. So the river is about rejuvenation, about it's this way up, but I like it this way up so we can see the horse. So I'll move them a bit closer. So the creator, yeah, you may be in a creative industry, or someone around you is in a creative industry, or that maybe you've got some kind of hobby. It could be painting. It's specifically showing painting, isn't it? I'm noticing particularly the colours, because there's all these colours here, and then there's like colours in the water. So the person that you're connecting with, if you're resonating with these 2 marbles, you might not even know them yet. They might not even be in your life yet. Like I said, it's like the cogs are turning to bring you 2 together. So do pay attention. You may meet someone who's in a creative industry, or someone who's very, whatever it is they do, it's like a creative activity, or they may just think very creatively. There's that kind of like spark of inspiration there for this person. But I'm noticing as well, like the river and the mirroring, rejuvenation, a fresh start in something. I've heard redemption. Okay, so what they're giving me now is that if someone's been through something that's been very difficult, something that you need to heal from, because they show me the heart chakra again, the you learning or participating in some kind of creative activity is rejuvenating for you. That's how sorry, I found it hard to sort of get that out and explain what I was seeing. Yeah, so if you've had some kind of past trauma, doing an activity like painting or writing poetry or whatever it is that is a creative activity that you enjoy is going to help you to heal from that past pain. What's going on with my hands? I'm moving my hands in a certain way, and I sort of felt like cooking is kneading bread. I was like, what am I doing here? Why is this significant? Like kneading somebody. Some of you might bake. It's like folding something. What is this, clay? What am I doing here? Like whatever this action is, is it yarn? Having yarn around your hands? I don't know. That's something for some of you. Some of you may recognise that action. Yeah. Oh, my hands feel funny. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. But it's like you're getting recognition for this. Like I was saying, it's like something you do, and then people who are like older, wiser, been around for a long time, recognising this. Okay, that's interesting, isn't it? Okay, so let's move to the Tarot de la Nuit. I'm going to get your heart space from the Tarot de la Nuit. Then I'm going to go to your thoughts and your action space, and we're going to go past, present, future. So past. Oh, now they're on my head. I get like a funny sensation on my head sometimes, and it normally happens before I get a load of channeled messages in, so it feels like your channeled messages want to come through during the reading today for you. Okay, so can I get past heart space? Thank you. Right, which way around does he want to go? I think he wants to go in the upright. Yeah. The King of Pentacles. So this could be you, this could be someone you're connecting with. I'm kind of getting that it's probably this older, wiser energy. So this is like the person who's been watching you, probably, and it is somebody who's is likely to be a boss. I'm guessing that it's probably a boss for most of you. Somebody in a position of authority, okay? Somebody who has like the keys to the castle. I'm sort of seeing that castle there in the background. I think that's why I picked up on that. So he's quite attractive. It might be a bit of a charmer, this person. But yeah, it's somebody probably career orientated, probably very good with money, someone who is quite practical. They have probably, they're showing me the Eight of Pentacles. Now the Eight of Pentacles is someone who works on something over and over and over again. They kind of like do it so many times that they perfect whatever art this is for them. So this is kind of someone who's worked on something for a long time, and they've really kind of like honed their craft. You see how he's got this pentacle here. He's like the expert at whatever this is that you're doing, I feel, in your heart space. So why is he in your heart space? Because you are feeling very I think you're feeling the recognition from him, or you're feeling like you want to impress him, or I'm getting a lot of intuitive stuff here today for you. If it's not resonating for you at all, just it might not be your reading. Maybe go and check out some of the other placements in your chart, but definitely it's a message for someone. What I do when I tune into the energies before I start the reading, I ask for the reading to come through that will do the most good. So I don't know how they're going to interpret that. I might be reading for one person, okay? I might just be reading for one specific person who really, really needs this advice right now. They're like, I don't know when this person's going to come to the reading. It might be in 5 years. They're going to stumble across this video and it's going to do them some good, right? I don't know. I know it's probably, because it's a general reading, it's not going to be for everyone out there who identifies as Cancer energy. However, because I've asked for the most good, there probably is small messages in here for everybody. So there's probably something for everyone, but the whole reading is probably maybe just for one or two people. So like, do sort of take what resonates, leave anything that doesn't. But like I said, I'm asking for the reading to come through that's going to do the most good. So if this is like ringing bells for you, then this is definitely your reading, and they want you to know this. So yeah, like just seeing if I get any other small messages from this. He's in your heart space. You may be falling in love, possibly. I'm going to leave that there with that. But yeah, this is like wanting recognition. I think you want recognition from this person. You see them, you've got a lot of respect for them. You do see them as someone who's like got all the knowledge, got all the expertise in the situation, and you have a lot of affection and respect for them, whoever this is. Okay, so what is going on in Cancer's current heart space? That's quite a few cards. I'm going to take the one that's upright. Four of Pentacles. We'll get a clarifier, and the message will come out with the clarifiers. So Four of Pentacles, this is normally someone who's either very, very guarded, right? Like the pentacles sometimes are shown as shields. So somebody who's guarded against something, or it's somebody who's like clinging onto something, somebody who's possessive, somebody who's greedy, somebody who is stubborn. What am I seeing here? Now, in last week's reading, you had this. Okay, I see what it's telling me. So in last week's reading, you had, what's that noise? Oh, I can see a crow. You had the garden and the gate card, and this was talking about how you're in a space where you feel somewhat comfortable. It's kind of like the place that you're familiar with, and you're in a position where you can step outside into, you can see how there's this window here with like the outside. So there's a portal here for you. There's a door that's opened for you. So you have the, I may have to shut the window if that banging keeps going on. So you're in a position now where you're thinking, do I stay where I am? But it's kind of like getting a bit bare, right? Something like, there's a feeling of emptiness, but you're guarded against moving outside because the moon's there. It's unknown to you, so it's like, do I stay in this place where it's familiar and safe, but maybe not fulfilling my heart space, right? Or do I step outside and explore the unknown, and take that chance of moving out of my comfort zone? But what I'm noticing here particularly is that the water is rushing in from the outside. Now the water is emotions. I feel like your emotional fulfillment, you've kind of, I feel like you're aware of this already. It's kind of, you've had a taste of it. You know that your emotional fulfillment is out of the door, the window, the gate, whatever that is for you. I'm noticing the red as well of the rose on her wrist. I do feel like this could well be love for some of you. It's like perhaps somebody has already sent you a gift, or made a connection. There's a connection that's been made from the outside. This may be someone that you're connecting with online, right? You're in your house, you've connected with someone online. They have perhaps shown a small amount of interest in you. They may have made you some sort of offer. They may have expressed something to you with the water and the rose there, and you are thinking, do I want to make this move? Do I want to step out of my comfort zone? Okay, future heart space please for Cancerians. Excuse me, future heart space please for Cancerians. Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so that Ace of Wands is that new passionate start. Okay, and it's a creative project as well, the Ace of Wands can be. So it's the opportunity for for a new creative project or a new passionate love interest. It's passion, it's creativity, it's action. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you've been very locked though. You've been very, very guarded. You can see that lock over her heart space. It's like and the Five of Pentacles as well is kind of like mourning. I'm hearing mourning the loss of you. What's that song is that from? Mourning my loss of you. Is it Evanescence? Mourning my loss of you. I'm going to look that up and put it in the description box with any other songs or messages that come through. Mourning my loss. You saw me mourning my... It is Evanescence. You saw me mourning my loss of you and touched my hand. I knew you loved me then. I believe in you. I'd give up everything to have you. I have to be with you to live, to breathe. You're taking over me. That's it. Taking over me. So that song may contain further messages for you. So yeah. So there's some sort of... What this is telling me, with it being with the Five of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles is about suffering some sort of loss or some kind of missed opportunity, something that didn't work out. Yeah, you could have suffered some kind of loss from it. And I think that has made you really quite guarded. Especially like with that lock over the heart space there, and with the Four of Pentacles meaning literally like shielding yourself. So yeah, so in your future heart space, it's like you're considering this, you're considering this offer, this opportunity of a new passionate start, a new creative start, but you can see how she's looking back at this Five of Pentacles and how this woman here has her hands crossed over her chest. They both have these portals behind them as well, so I feel like you're still considering this, you're still thinking, you're weighing up your options. And I'm seeing that he's outside, right? He's outside, he's out of the window, out of the door, out of the portal. So he's sat there waiting for you. And you're still inside, you've still got your back to this door, this portal. You're still considering whether or not you should unlock your heart, because you're looking back at whatever this pain was from the past. You know, you really, really don't want to be hurt again. It's almost like you're saying, well, it's safer for me to stay here where I'm comfortable, and I'm steady and I'm grounded and I've got my feet on the ground. I'm in a steady place. It's better for me to stay here than risk walking through that door, getting hurt by this King of Pentacles, and going through this pain cycle all over again. If you're identifying as the King of Pentacles in this reading, if you're identifying as, if this isn't you and you feel like this is more you, you can switch the roles as necessary. You know, there's women on this card, but you know, a masculine energy could also be feeling this way. I mean, you're going to know if that's resonating with you or not. I just want you to know that you can switch roles around as necessary. I may be talking about your love interest rather than you. Yeah, don't worry about gender. The King of Pentacles is a masculine energy, but females can... we all have feminine and masculine in us, so people who identify as females can have masculine energy in their you know, affecting them at any time. We have both inside us, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I don't know why I'm shuffling. I wouldn't normally shuffle, I'd just look at the underlying. But, okay, so they want to show me the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about being good on your own. Like, yeah, I'm good on my own. I've got everything I need. And I feel like that's how you're feeling. That's you sat there. And the Fool's under that. It's like, I'd be foolish to take... I'm good on my own. I've got everything going for me. I'm solid. I'm grounded. I don't need anyone. I'd be foolish to take that leap of faith, to risk everything I have. I'd be a fool, right? And then there's this, yeah, and then you're worried about this Nine of Swords, which is like depression, anxiety. It's like really like your thoughts have took you out, right? Overwhelmed. And this is like that new cycle that's trying to come in for you. You're scared of it. You're scared of the pain. You're scared of the... It's like you're scared. You've been in a bad place before and you don't want to go back to that bad place. If anything's trying to... Yeah, it's like patience, temperance. Okay. I'm getting a lot from that pack for you today. Good to know. What I want to try and do is work out which packs have a lot to say for which signs. So that seems like it's a really good pack for you. If you are looking to buy a new pack and you are resonating with this, it's the Tarot de la Nuit. So I'll just quickly show you what that looks like. If you are looking to purchase a pack, it's this one. It seems to have a lot to say for you. So now I'm going to the Gilded Tarot by Kira Marchetti, and this is going to be for your thoughts. Got the beep beeps, alarm bells are ringing. So past thoughts, the Sun. Okay, so I think you're recognizing that this is where your happiness is. The Sun is like the best card. It's the most happy card. It's the most fulfilled card. Like if you are sat in Sun energy, then that's your happy place, right? So I feel like this King of Pentacles in your heart space, you have really positive thoughts about them or this situation. It's somebody who's made you happy. It's somebody who like you really like spending time with, who makes you feel really rewarded, really recognized, really valued. Yeah. So I think because this is your thoughts, right? You know where your happiness is. So what's going on in your current thoughts, please? Current thoughts, please. Yeah, same sort of story. So the Five of Cups, again, it's like the Five of Pentacles, where the Five of Pentacles tends to be some sort of financial or tangible loss. The Five of Cups is some sort of emotional loss. So in your thoughts, you're like really thinking about, that's so noisy. They just told me moving trucks. Some of you may have had to, from whatever this past situation was, you may have had to like move house. So yeah, that might resonate for some of you, maybe not. But yeah, this is like suffering this emotional loss, really like it's something that's really painful for you, something that you've really kind of lamented, and you've got your back turned to this new romance that's trying to come in for you, or this new offer of friendship, whatever this Two of Cups is for you, offer emotional support. You've got your back to it because you're still thinking about this past loss, and you can see how he's wearing the armor, really armored against any new pain coming in, like something really hurt you. And then we've got the High Priestess as well. So this could be someone that you're connecting with. It's again, there could be a Leo for you, because you did have that Lion card there in the underlying, and the Sun is Lion energy. The High Priestess, though, it's like more watery energy. So it kind of gives me like it could be you as a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be those signs. But it's somebody who's very in touch with their emotions, very quite spiritual, quite tuned into their kind of intuition, the spiritual side, trusting their instincts. But what I'm seeing with this, I'm noticing that these two like lanterns. So I do feel like, again, there's this kind of relationship coming in for you here. There's two pillars. Now that's not what they normally recognize, but that's how I'm seeing. That's not normally the message of the two pillars on the High Priestess card, but that's how I'm seeing them today. This kind of partnership of two people. So what's happening here is I feel like this person has been almost like drowning in their emotions, right? They've been emotionally overwhelmed at some point, and I feel like they've connected with some kind of spiritual essence inside themselves or outside themselves, or like trust in the universe. You can see she's looking up, trust in the universe, and this is kind of what's lifting her out of her emotions. So if she was kind of drowning in her emotions before, she's being lifted up now. It's almost like a redemption, or like yeah, with that river there as well. It's like a new birth in life, with it being the two as well. Yeah, definitely a connection here for you. You've got these two cups, the number two here, the two pillars, and this is like it's like the universe is trying to bring this in for you to heal you, but you've got your back turned to it because you're so scared of being hurt again. But you can't heal if you don't open up your heart space. It's your choice. It's your choice at the end of the day. You know what's right for you and what's not right. You know, you're not communicating any future thoughts. It's like, yeah, you may have literally blocked someone. You may be avoiding communicating with someone, avoiding taking action. Knight of Cups on the bottom there as well. It's like hold your horses, he's pulling back. This person may be pulling back away from you. They may be giving you your space. If they recognise that you're healing, they could be like, I really want to come and bring my cup to you. I want to make a love offer to you. I want this relationship with you, whatever form that relationship may take. But I think if they're recognising that you need time and space, they're pulling back. They're not taking action. They're not communicating. They're giving you that space that you need. Okay, so past action space, please. So in your past action space, you were feeling very, very burdened by something. There was something that was like a long journey for you, some kind of very painful process that you went through. It felt like you were carrying a lot of responsibility on your back. But this is like completing that cycle, coming to the end of a cycle. You see it's like nearly home, nearly there, nearly can put down those burdens soon. I'll get a clarifier on that soon as well. Whoops. In your career, you're feeling trapped. I feel like because you've got this energy in your heart and your thoughts. This is like, especially the thoughts, because swords of thoughts. This is like trapped by your own thoughts. Yeah, you're not moving. You've dug your heels in and you're like, I'm not moving anywhere. This is where I'm safe. This is my safe space. You know, I'm good on my own. I'm independent. I've got that 9 of Pentacles. Why on earth would I risk? Like, you can see, like, the only way that she can get out of this, the only sort of exit is if she falls back through that gap behind her into the water. It's like, if I get out of this space where I'm trapped, right? And I was talking about caged animals, caged jaguars in the last reading. So do go back and watch that other Cancerian reading if this is resonating for you. So she's like a trapped animal, right? And the only way out is if she falls back into this water. But she's been in that water already. She's been in her emotions already. And it's turned out to be painful for her or him. Again, you could be male or female. Or they, you know, yeah. Whoever's coming to this reading, don't worry about the gender of it. So yeah, she's blindfolded. She can't see a way out. The only way she can get out is if she falls backwards into her emotions, and she could drown. She's all tied up. She could drown in her emotions this time. She nearly drowned last time, so she's going to stay trapped. Future action space, nostalgia. I think really thinking about this moment in the sun, this past relationship that had that kind of childlike innocence, childhood innocence of, like, I'm noticing like how these two children are like sharing and caring, playing very nicely, very happy, playing out in the sun there, not a care in the world. Really feeling very nostalgic about this past relationship. You can see there's like a lot of these are on the ground, but there's 2 that are in the water. There's a particular relationship from your past that you're very emotional about still. You're carrying a lot of emotions regarding this relationship, but there may have been some conflict with the 5 of Wands. So this is your future action space. So you're feeling nostalgic about a past relationship, but there's some sort of conflict you're facing. There's something that could be competition. There could be arguments, there could be disagreements, there could be literal fighting. I will pull a clarifier on that. And we've got the Emperor here. Of course, you've got the Emperor. He shows up quite often for Cancer readings. So I feel like the Emperor is this person here, this older, grounded, could be boss, could be father, could be someone in a position of authority, or just someone who's in a very authoritative energy. You know, somebody who people go to for advice. They're showing me the Godfather, like head of the family, head of the church, like, so just, yeah, someone who people will go to for advice because they're very, very grounded, very practical. They can give you a practical solution. And like I was saying, I saw the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely the same energy. I picked up on that pentacle there. I said this is someone who's worked on something over and over and again and kind of perfected it. Yeah. Okay, they may be able to actually give you good advice. You know, if you want to, if this isn't a love relation, if you know, even if you're not accepting the cup from them, right, even if you're not going into a love relationship with this person, you could still go to them for advice. They're a King of Pentacles. They're going to give you the advice. They're the Emperor. They're in the upright. They're not going to turn you away if you need help, if you need advice. Okay, they may not give you exactly what you want. If you're like going to them and saying, can I have a loan of $10 million, please? They might say, well, no, but I'll explain to you how you can make that money yourself. Okay, they're going to give you practical advice. Fatherly advice as well. Okay, can I get, what needs to change here for Cancer, please? What needs to change for Cancer? What needs to change for Cancer, please? Three of Pentacles. So something about working together, and they're showing me the Magician as well, and the Eight of Wands. I think you need to take action. I think you need to communicate something. You need to be less guarded and more willing to work on something with other people. Now, what I'm getting from this image, and this is a new deck for me, I haven't seen this image before. So the Three of Pentacles, as I say, is people coming together to work on something together, to use their different skills, different talents to make something successful. That's the meaning of this card. What I'm noticing from the image, though, is that this person is almost, it's like chiseling out a block from this pillar. Now, it's almost like that he has the skills to do that. Okay, he has the skills to chisel away at that pillar, but perhaps he hasn't got the knowledge of what to do, because I feel like if he chisels away and removes one of those sections, then that whole arch is going to fall down. So this sort of monk figure here holding the book, he has the knowledge, he's the advisor, he can tell this person what to do, what's going to be on the other side. Okay, so here's the other person. Here's the third person in this situation. So we've got these two people here. And then, so he's on the other side of the church, because this is like the two perspectives, right? So we're the person right now. We're this person here at the moment watching these other two. Okay, and I did pick up on someone watching, right? So someone could be watching you. So these people are working away. Perhaps at work there's people who are like just doing the job, but they're not actually thinking things through. Perhaps you're the one thinking things through, and this person has noticed that, right? And this person, you can see this side of the church is much, much more highly decorated, is much more splendent, is that a word? But yeah, he's richer, he's richer. I'm seeing this as the person who's the King of Pentacles. So he's kind of over there doing his job in a much more comfortable position, shining his light. He's almost saying like, come over here and work for me. Stop working for these idiots. Come over here. I need your skills. I could really use your skills. And there's this little rose down here as well that I think he has for you. He's definitely got some affection for you, and he's noticed you. Or you're this person and you've noticed someone else. Come on, work for me. That's kind of, oh, come on, work for me. That's what I'm hearing. I keep hearing it. Okay, I'd go and work for him. Okay, so what's going on with... do you have anything else to tell me about the King of Pentacles? The Devil. Could be a Capricorn. Okay, so yeah, King of Pentacles is an earth sign. The Devil card is the Capricorn sign. He's watching very intently. Oh my god, this is the card that was making me faint yesterday. He's watching very, very intently. You see he's got that pentacle behind him as well. Okay, I can't... The energy coming off that card for me at the moment is... You may be overwhelmed. I can't look at it. Okay, so tell me about the sun. Tell me Stop looking at me, devil. Tell me about the sun. It doesn't necessarily mean the actual... Oh, we've got more wolves, and it's the King of Pentacles. Yeah, absolutely. Look at him looking again. Look at them. The sun and the moon. This person, like maybe the sun and moon for you. You may worry that this person's keeping secrets from you. You may worry about this person's intentions. Whether I can't look at that devil card. They're in the upright. Showing is really good. I think he's slightly obsessive. That's why I can't look at that devil card. I think he might be. Yeah, he's a bit obsessed with you. That's why the devil card's here. Or they're just telling us it's Capricorn. Knave of Wands. Yeah, you're like the apprentice here. You've been studying, you've been learning, you've put a lot of work into something. You're kind of like, I feel like you're a younger energy than this energy, but you're very passionate about what it is that you do. Okay, so tell me why the Four of Pentacles is here. The Lovers, is it in reverse? Can you clarify which way up this goes? Yeah, it's in the upright. Yeah, so as I said, there's these emotions coming in. You've got this rose on your wrist, and this guy over here had that rose. There's some kind of relationship here. And look, she's looking at a wolf, right? Wolves may be particularly significant for you. This person may have a dog, might be a husky. I feel like you come from different worlds, right? They've got the moon there behind them as well as secrets. This may be a secret like relationship. You may not be, you may be having to keep this under wraps a little bit. They're looking at each other eye to eye though. They are, right, okay, what I'm getting from this is there may be someone who's definitely a senior energy, somebody who's a junior energy. So I feel like that may be your positions, your roles, right? Somebody's in a higher position, a position of power. Yeah, really, like I looked at that devil card again and heard like position of power. But when you're together, you feel like equals. You can see they're looking each other dead in the eye. It's like this, right? You don't fit in here. You don't fit in here because these people are, like, I'm sorry, but these people are idiots, right? They're going about things the wrong way. They're just doing things because that's what they've been. They're just doing the job, right? They're not really thinking about things. You're thinking about things. You have this intellect, or this way of thinking, and this guy is like this person. He sees you on his level. You don't see yourself on the same level as this person because I think perhaps you come from different walks of life. Okay, you've got different backgrounds. You don't realize that your level, he's seeing you as his equal. Okay, in some way there's something that you're seeing eye to eye on. You're seeing eye to eye on it. Okay. Okay. But it's like Little Red Riding Hood. You don't trust this person. And I mean, they are showing as the devil, so I get why you're not trusting them. There's secrets. He's so scared of getting hurt. The tower. Yeah, there's some kind of tower moment. Sort of, I don't know. That was kind of turned up right. I didn't ask any questions. I don't know why that's there. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please. How can we get out of this Eight of Swords energy, this trapped energy? Anything else you want to tell me about the Eight of Swords? No. Want me to move on? Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Anything about the Ace of Wands? No. Yes. Six of Wands. Success. This is where your success lies. This new opportunity, that's where you're going to be successful. Okay, it's going to get you reward and recognition, or you're getting it because of reward and recognition. Okay, that's positive. Okay, why is the Eight of Wands in reverse? The Knight of Pentacles. Something may be taking too long. This is the same energy again. We've got the wolf again. I can't believe how many of these wolf cards have come out. They're not all wolves in this deck. I'll just show you. Look, we've got cats, we've got deer, we've got birds, mice. There's a bird, an owl, more owls, there's more wolves, but the wolves are coming out for you, so the wolves are definitely significant. What was I saying? There's significant. You may be mirroring this person. He's looking at his reflection, or he may be doing some self-reflection. He's maybe, I'm getting quite fed up because I mean he's patient. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. He really takes his time. He really he has so much patience. Okay, he's like looking at this water. He's waiting for you. He's being really patient. He's, you know, continuing to work on the plan while he's waiting for you. Or you're waiting for the communication. And you're like, why is the communication not coming? It's because you're dealing with the Knight of Pentacles, and they're slow moving. Where like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands might go rushing in, and they might mess a load of stuff up. You know, it might not work out in the long run because they're so impulsive. The Knight of Pentacles is not impulsive. They are so grounded, so solid, like really coming up with a long-term plan, okay? And it's more likely to be successful. So if you're waiting for a Knight of Pentacles, it sucks because they're so slow, right? But they're not taking action right now because they're still planning. They're still putting the work into something. Be patient. Maybe just let them know, you know, if you're waiting for them, be like, hey, you know, hurry up. But yeah, they know what they're doing. They have got this. They may be a little bit controlling. Okay, Six of Cups and Five of... Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Why is the Five of Wands here? What's this conflict about? Conflict, competition. What's going on with the Five of Wands? Please tell me more about the Five of Wands. The truth will come out. If you don't know what this is yet, it's going to be communicated. You're going to gain the knowledge about it. The Ace of Swords is, with it being a crow or a raven, it's like it's almost like gathering information, spying energy. It's information being gathered about some kind of conflict. You are probably, somebody might be under investigation, or somebody might be investigating something at work, right? I'm hearing cutting through the BS. That's the longer version of the BS word. That's what I heard. Cutting through the BS. Somebody's coming in with clarity, with action, cutting out any kind of like fighting, competition. Can you tell me more about the Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords? Judgment. Somebody's making a judgment call here. Putting an end to this situation, making a judgment call. Right, okay. Yeah, and it's like you're waiting for this, right? You're waiting for this judgment call. You're waiting for this, whatever this is that's coming through. You kind of in waiting energy. Somebody's in waiting energy, gathering information, waiting. But he's sat on top of a skull with a map on. So this gives me like the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle in your life, a new journey in your life. Right, so we need some advice, please, for the people who this reading is connecting with. Can we get some advice, please, for the people in this situation? What's your best advice that you can give me, please? I don't think that meant to come out there. If it meant to come out, it'll come back in. Queen of Roses and the underlying, so that is somebody who's very loving, romantic interest there. We've got too many cards. Oh, why? No. Oh my god. So intricacies in industry, this definitely, I'm not surprised this one came out. I was thinking about this yesterday as well in Gemini's reading. The journey, Uriel and Sphinx, the waterfall. Okay. Right, well, I guess I'm reading all these cards. Seven of Scrolls. No, I try to get shorter readings, and then they do this kind of stuff to me. It's like, well, you should have took those cards that came out then, shouldn't you? We're going to tell you the same message. We're just going to tell you it in a longer way. Okay, intricacies and industry. Work on a Renaissance cathedral. Right, okay, that's interesting. Straight away, I was getting something about cathedral yesterday at the start in the channel messages for Gemini, and I was thinking about this card at the end of the reading. So you could be connecting with the Gemini. You could be on the cusp with the two signs. You could have Gemini in your chart. You may want to go and check out that reading. But yeah, cathedral. Right, work on a Renaissance cathedral has begun. At first this building seems modest, but in time its grandeur will reach several stories high and across the centuries. But now piles of stones and rock dot the scene. A mason bends, focusing intently on a plumb bob, shout out Simmers, that hangs next to a partially built wall. This instrument helps him determine if the wall is straight and true. At a very basic level, this card could indicate building or renovating a home or business. This card also shows that you're on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest of particulars. Be diligent with the specifics in your strategy and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. While you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the more magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It's only by heaping up the small that the great can be achieved. And that definitely rings true with this, right? Like, they look like they're working on a cathedral. Are you working on a cathedral, quite literally? What? Maybe it's a metaphorical cathedral. Whatever this creative project is for you. Maybe you're doing the wall art in a church. I don't know. Maybe, are you Michelangelo? Am I reading for Michelangelo right now? Okay. The Journey. 7 of Roses. What is this reading? The Journey. A seaport teems with activity as cargo is loaded off and onto many different ships. 2 women on a small tender boat are on their way to the great ship that will take them to their journey. 2 men with their trunks and cases wait to follow. This card shows a time for a journey, a move, or a relocation. So you've got 2 cards about relocating there. This one was talking about moving house or like renovating a business. So you've got this one about relocating as well. You may be taking your work or creative endeavours in a whole new direction. I'm telling you, the reading, exactly the same message, whether figuratively or to a new industry or literally to a new city. However this journey occurs, it is sure to take you to a new place and greater opportunities. Although it may require leaving something safe behind, exactly what I was saying, this is not the time for staying in safe harbour. It's time for finding and exploring new worlds, so get packed. Exactly what I was saying. Like, you're sat in this house knowing that you need to go on this journey, that's where your greatness lies, your success lies, and you're just sat there being all guarded and scared. Sorry to call you out like that, but it's true. That's exactly what I was saying. You know, the cards, the advice in the cards is telling you to move. The cards want you to go for it. Uriel and Sphinx. I want to say as well that you can change your future, okay? Like, this is where you are now. This is what's happened. This is telling you about the future, your future on this timeline, right? Now, there's many forks in the road. You can take the advice here and make a different choice. Okay, this is like a heads up, this is like a forewarning of the path that you're on now, but you can, there's wriggle room, okay? I could do this reading for you tomorrow and you could have different future cards if you've changed your timeline. 21. Okay, Uriel and the Sphinx. The Archangel Uriel stands before the Sphinx under a full moon. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion. Now, who did I see the paw for? I could see a lion's paw and I said it was like the front of the Sphinx. I don't know if that was Taurus. It was in one of the opening messages this week. The Sphinx is usually shown with the body of a lion, indicating strength, and you had that lion card as well. And the head of a king, showing authority and intelligence. But more than this, the Sphinx represents the enigmatic and inscrutable, the silent holder of truth, and the ancient mysteries of the world. Here the Archangel Uriel connects and confers with this great source of mystery. This card shows that it's time for you to do the most important and possibly the most difficult work in your life, the digging and inner discovery that takes you to your deepest self and your... I need to turn the page. Deepest power. Even the great Sphinx has to be dug out many times from the blowing desert sands that buried it up to its neck, and you must dig diligently too. You may have to chip away at the rock-like substance of your old beliefs and histories so that you can get to the truth inside. Take off that hard outer shell, Cancer. Do the shadow work. Google shadow work and do it. But don't worry, you have begun already, and you've made considerable inroads. Excuse me. There's also someone here to help you. Uriel, whose name means God of Fire of God. You can work directly in your meditations with this archangel for self-understanding, transformation and guidance. Also, be on the lookout for someone in your daily life whom Uriel has sent. Significant pointing at the King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, absolutely. This could be a teacher, a mentor, or even a new friend who shares a kinship with you about this inner quest. It is a relationship of great value that comes in a time of profound power. Don't diminish the importance of this phase. It is this work that leads you to your initiation and to your higher power. Just saying. That person's in your life for a reason. Yeah, you're at a place where you've stabilized from a situation from the past, but you're not growing. Okay, you're the jaguar in the cage. You're not growing. You're like stunting. That word came out in your last reading. It's like stunting your own growth, your own development by not moving, by not taking the chances, and opening yourself up again with the possibility of getting hurt. He might hurt you, right? But if you go into the situation knowing that, then you've already armored yourself. But I feel like you have to be willing to trust. You have to be willing to take the risk, knowing full well that it might all come crashing down, that you might get hurt, you might fall back into the water. But even by doing that, even if it all goes wrong and you fall back into the water, you've survived it once, right? You've got out of it once. You can do it again. You know how to survive it. You are stronger now than you were before. You might not realize it, but you are, because you've learned that life lesson, right? So you need to move on now and learn your next life lesson. And look at the waterfall. Let's read what the waterfall has to tell you. Six of Forces. Again, I don't want to be responsible for like, if you do this and it all went horribly wrong, which it might, I'm telling you, it might, but it's for your own good. I don't want you to come back to me and be like, you told me to do that. Like, I'm not telling you. I'm telling you what the cards are telling me, okay? This is what the universe wants you to know. Don't blame me. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. And if it's not resonating for you, if it's not ringing any bells, it's not your reading, ignore it. Ignore the advice. But if this is like bells and whistles ringing for you here, and you're like, this is spot on, this feels like it's a personal reading, then like this is the advice that they're telling you, okay? Not me. I'm just the conduit. A towering waterfall, like, again, obviously get advice from friends, family, anyone, advisors in your life, you know, before you make any like major life decisions, but trust your instincts over anything else. A towering waterfall rolls down a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the forces within. Know that you are the dynamo in the universe. A dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honours you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid, like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future, extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thoughts and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. High Priestess. Use this time to act on this and tap into your power that is ever flowing. So yeah, you really need to tune into your intuition. You need to be trusting your gut. You need to be trusting that heart pull. Where is your heart pulling you? Where are your gut instincts telling you that you need to go? You might be scared, but the fear and the thoughts and the overanalyzing of things, the sat there thinking this could go wrong, this could go that wrong, this could go wrong, just holds you back. It holds you in your place. That's the devil energy, right? The devil energy wants you to stay stuck in your place, not develop. Okay? Only by taking risks, only by getting out of our comfort zone can we develop. And if that is resonating for you, I've got chills all up my arm. Oh, I've gone cold on my back. Oh, I've gone cold on my back, and I'm doing that pose. I'm like pulling back. Tune into your intuition. Go and Google Archangel Uriel, and see how you can connect to that energy. Yeah. Good luck, Cancer. What a reading. Do take care. Do go and check out last week's reading if you haven't already, because there may be further messages for you. And check out the songs that I'll put in the description box below. If any more songs come through, I will put those in the description box as well while the video is uploading. So yeah, good luck with that. I do wish you well. Do what you think is right, what you feel is right. Take care, guys. Bye bye.